welcome back to my channel. I may sound very perky and chirpy. Come on, Lyra, get down the stairs. The dog is trying to go down this stupid stairs, but she's not doing it. Let's go. Come on, down. I'm trying to get down. Come on. I may sound really chirpy today, but I don't know whether to cry or to get a bit pissed off or to get a bit angry, or I don't know. I'm all kinds of emotion right now. So I was gonna be really excited about, getting our flights out to Singapore in 2 weeks, and I've just received a message, an email from Turkish Airlines, which is the plane that's taking us to Singapore, and they've just sent a message saying that they have cancelled all the flights. There is no date given, so we don't know when we are able to fly out. And the kind of sad news is Spain has extended the state of emergency to the 15th of June. Lucy, what are you doing there? Look at my girl right here, playing with me. So Spain has extended the state of emergency until the 15th of June, and that was announced yesterday. So it's kind of being a bit chaotic right now. They're allowing international flights in, but you have to be quarantined for 2 weeks. So I have a feeling that Turkish Airlines is not willing to take flights in with only like maybe 15 people who are allowed to enter the country. Oh, and those who are allowed to enter the country and having to do those 15 days quarantine have to be Spanish citizens, Spanish legal residents. So even if they are second homeowners in Spain, which there are many here in the Costa del Sol and here in the Malaga province, lots of second homeowners from England, from Germany, from Scandinavia, they're not allowed to come in. Even if you can show that you have legal, your title deeds, you own a home here, you're not allowed to come in. It's a bit sucky, I guess. So even if you're willing to do a 2 weeks quarantine and you're gonna stay in your little finca, your kind of like your village home up in the mountains, you're not disturbing anyone, you're still not allowed to come in. So it's kind of depressing me. Hey Lucy, what are you doing? Lucy, you're not going to pee there, are you? No. Anyway, so it's kind of a bit annoying right now. I don't know when we're flying in to Singapore. My husband and one daughter and the dog and the 2 cats were gonna stay here in Spain, until they're allowed to, because my husband doesn't have a visa anyway, so he has to stay until the visa is processed. And so we thought, okay, he needs to work anyway, so he doesn't want any disruption, so he's gonna stay here with one of my second daughter, the 13-year-old. So I was gonna fly into Singapore with my 7-year-old girl and my 9-year-old son and start everything, all the school processes and everything else. So I don't know now. Turkish Airlines website, bear in mind here in Malaga, Costa del Sol Airport, there are not many international flights. There's no direct flights to Singapore. If the only way for me is to cancel my flight, is that still possible? Fly into London and take Singapore Airlines straight to Singapore. But I don't know whether I'll be quarantined, because now the UK is saying the same thing. They are going to put 2 weeks quarantine for all visitors into the UK. And the other option is for me to fly into, what's the other 2 places? Frankfurt or Zurich. Yeah, the other 2 places that allow, that Singapore Airlines has flights to go out to Singapore. So this is a really weird time, isn't it? This is a crazy time, and we were supposed to be very excited to kind of pack up our house and dismantle furniture. Oops, you can't see me now. Dismantle furniture. The husband is starting on his drum kit now, and I don't know. What's going on? As a person who believes in scientific facts and have a lot of respect for the medical opinions and all that, I totally believe, that we need to take care of all these situations and, not have an influx of tourists and whatnot into a country, especially Spain, which has been badly hit. But on the other hand, now as someone who is trying to move internationally, I'm not a tourist. I'm trying to move internationally. I have very good reasons to leave the country and enter another one. It is very frustrating that you cannot move forward. I mean, moving home is very, very stressful. Moving home internationally is chaotic. There's so much to think about. There's so much to kind of prepare and plan for. But moving home internationally during a pandemic, we're freaking nuts. But unfortunately, our lease is ending in this place, and I don't really want to extend it anymore. We've cancelled all the utilities. We've cancelled our internet, phone services. Everything has been cancelled, and you need 30 days notice to do all these things. And I don't want to kind of like wait and all. So if we have to, we might have to stay in an Airbnb. But even then, at this point in time, you're only allowed to kind of move within this province. We're moving to phase 1 tomorrow in Malaga, which means that restaurants and cafes are allowed to open, but only at 30% capacity. So that may be a kind of like a good news in all this crazy situation at the moment. Which means my husband and I can possibly make an appointment to visit our favorite restaurant to have a nice lunch if they're open. Not many hotels and restaurants are willing to open during phase 1 because they're only allowed 30% capacity, and for a lot of all these businesses it makes no sense. They cannot cover their overheads with just 30% capacity, so they're like, nah mate, we're not gonna open. So even for a lot of Airbnb and all this holiday home rental, they're badly hit because you're not allowed to cross province. So if you're not in the Malaga province, if you're from, say, Barcelona or Madrid, which is still in the phase 0, they cannot leave their town. They still have to stay within 1 kilometer of their home. So who's going to come and do, holiday rental locally? If you live just a few streets away, why would you go to a hotel down the road, right? If you've got a lovely home yourself with your own swimming pool. So I don't know whether there's even lots of places that are open at this point in time. It's all really chaotic. So I don't know. Fingers crossed, on Monday morning, which is tomorrow, I'm gonna call Turkish Airlines to see what's the status of my flight and what's going on. Whether even Singapore government is allowing a lot of non-approved airlines to come in. So I think at the moment they're allowing British Airways, Qatar and Singapore Airlines to transport citizens home. But I don't know whether Turkish Airlines is given permission or whether they're not allowed to, whether I have to cancel, can I get my flight money back? So many things to think about. Anyway, so there you go, my Sunday update, my Sunday vlog, my Sunday live for you. Please wish me luck. I really need to leave Spain so I can start the next phase of my life. I really miss my mom, I miss my family, I just want to go. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my ramblings. I hope you stay well, you stay sane, you stay safe, and if you haven't subscribed already, give me a subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and let me know what you are going through yourself. Bye, love you guys.